Okay, this is the second part of page 6 to the Year 9 Term 1 solutions to the practice paper. We're up to part B, 22.5 hours at normal time and 4 hours at time and a half. Remembering that the normal time was $9.25 per hour. So you can type it in like this, 22.5 times the normal rate, which is $9.25, plus 4 lots of time and a half hours at $9.25. Type that in one straight go. Your calculator knows order of operations, so you can use that functionality. And 22.5 times $9.25 plus 4 times 1.5 times $9.25 equals $263, and then we'll round off to the nearest cent. So to 63 cents. Right, on to part C, 7 hours normal time and 3 hours double time. So 7 hours at normal time, so $9.25, plus 3 hours at double time, so 2 times the normal rate, which is $9.25. Type that in one big go. So 7 times $9.25, plus 3 times 2 times $9.25 equals $120.25. Okay, question 22. Last week Megan worked 9 hours normal time and 4 hours at time and a half. Her total earnings were that. Calculate her hourly wage. So to me, the important part here is this 4 hours at time and a half. 4 hours at time and a half is the same as 4 times 1.5 normal rate, which is actually the same as 6 hours normal rate. So here we have 9 hours normal rate, and basically this is another 6 hours at normal rate. So really, you've worked the equivalent of 15 hours normal, and so to work out the hourly rate, do $185.25 divided by 15, and that will give you your normal hourly rate. $185.25 divided by 15, which is $12.35 per hour normal rate. Question 23. Calculate the simple interest earned on an investment of $3,500 at 7% per annum over 4 years. We have a formula. I, interest, equals principal times the rate times time, or the number of times that the money is in there for. In this case, we have $3,500 is the original amount of the principal, times by 7%, 0.07, or 7 over 100, times by the time. In this case it's 4 years, so make sure that matches up. Per annum means years, this is in years, so we can have straight like that. Type it into the calculator, 3,500 times by 7%, and then times by 4, which is $980. Okay, question 24. Determine the final value. So the final value is going to have the original investment plus the interest. And this time we have 4.25% interest over 64 months. So first thing to do is to work out that is not in years yet. That's right. So the interest is equal to 2,680 times by the rate, the R, so 4.25 over 100, times the years, which is 64, but divided by 12, because that's in months this time. Right, so 2,680 times 4.25 over 100 times by 64 over 12. And to the nearest cent, $607.47 interest. So the question says determine the final value of an investment. So the final value, we need to add on the interest to the investment. So 2,680 plus the interest, which was the $607.47, plus those together. So plus 2,680, rounded off to the nearest cent, so $3,287.47 is our final value. That's the end of page 6.